Hi, welcome this morning. I just want to share with you that I'm Avril Buncombe, Family Educational Specialist, the creator of Breaking the Dysfunctional Family Cycle Framework. And I'm just here to share with you that even though you might have grown up in a dysfunctional family and marriage and relationship seems to be a problem and it causes you anxiety and it causes you fear, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid because you have the power to create the life and the marriage that you always wanted. And so I'm here to share 3 points with you. And the first point is you have to find out what causing the fear. What part of your family life growing up would cause you to be afraid, not to want to have a family of your own. And I want to give you some tips. Find out what is causing fear, what is causing the anxiety. What are you afraid? Are you afraid of repeating the same patterns? Are you afraid that you will attract the same kind of people in your life? Are you afraid that maybe that your relationship will end up just like the ones around you? It doesn't even have to be your immediate family. It could be your families around you, your community around you that give you the feeling that if you get married, it would not work. But I want to tell you something, and there's a text that I love to say, and it's taken from Psalms 127 verse 1. It said, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman watcheth but in vain. So when, as a Christian person who I'm working with between the ages of 25 and 35, who have that fear, I want to tell you, if you put Christ in the center of your life, if you make him the center, not after you have chosen somebody on your own, but before you choose that person, you make him the center. You ask him to lead you to that person that he wants you to have in your life. Number two, I want to tell you, you have the power. Yes, you have the power to create the kind of relationship you want. And you're going to find that person and the qualities in that person, the things that you will tolerate, that you'll put up with, and the things that you just cannot stand. And when I say tolerate is maybe not a good word. You're not going to tolerate. We don't tolerate relationship. What it is that you want in your relationship, what it is that you want to attract in your relationship. And so when you're thinking about relationship, think about the person that you will want in your life. And if there's things that you see that you don't like, no, that's not where you start a relationship with. That's not where you start your relationship from. I want to tell you this. If you looking for somebody in your life, I want you to have your description before you find a person. I want you to know that person. And if that person make you feel uncomfortable and you're afraid, then that's not where you need to be. So if we continue to look at some of the stuff that we want here in our life. First, what it is that you promise yourself when you grow up you will never ever do in a relationship. What it is that you want how you want your relationship to look. How do you want your relationship to look? What it is that you want your children to see, your future children to see in your relationship. But that's what you need to bring in. Anything other than that, do not settle. Do not just find somebody just because you want somebody in your life. No. And I'm talking from experience. You know, I got married very young. And I knew when I started my marriage that I could not handle it on my own because I didn't know how marriage looked. I did not have that experience around me. But one thing I knew, that if I invited God into my marriage at the beginning, that he will guide me in the way that I need to go. And so based on this, I prayed that first, after I got married, I prayed, I said, Lord, I don't know how to be a wife. Help me to be a wife. And so I'm here to walk with you through the process, to the whatever information, how to break that dysfunctional fear of your life, how to be intentional about finding a spouse, how to communicate what you want in that relationship. I want to help you that you are able to know that when you find that person, when you find what you want, that you don't have to be afraid, that you could go into that relationship with confidence, yes. And so I want to tell you that if you want me to help you, that you could reach out to me on the link that you find in my bio, and we can see how we are fit and how we can work. So let's just recap. You want to know exactly who you want into your life. You want to know why you are afraid and what are the fears that you're bringing. You want to know what it is that you need. You need to put your expectation up front. You need to put it out there, and don't attract anybody into your life that don't need to be in your life. All right, so those are the things I want you to think on. And this is short. This is my first time going live, and thank you for showing up. Thank you for your support. And so just check the link in my bio. And until the next time we meet, thank you for coming.